Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout to share for Cocoa Vanilla Studio. I'm using the fabulous Great Escape collection that is pretty new I have this fabulous surfboard photo and I am going to attempt to make my own surfboards for this layout. So I have, I'm making myself a little template on just a regular piece of copy paper. I think maybe it's on the back of an A5 paper sheet. I'm not quite sure. We'll see when I turn it over in a minute. Yeah, I've picked out some papers from the A5 paper stack that I think would work for 3 surfboards, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 3 surfboards. There we go. It was a A5 piece. So yeah, you saw what I did there. I just drew onto the back with pencil, just hand drew, no templates, just kind of made my own template, and then I folded it in half and then trimmed off any excess to make sure that it was kind of symmetrical. So I've done that in the orange and I'm doing it in the yellow as well, the same size, and then I would like a blue one as well, but I want to make that one a bit smaller, so I will somehow manage to do that. The idea is that I will just kind of trim it down. We'll see what I do in a minute. Okay, so there is surfboard 1 and surfboard 2 and then surfboard 3. Right, okay, so I'm going to go on the other side of the paper. It's definitely easier to work on the white side, and I have, as you just saw me do that, I just placed the bigger one further down the page, and then I just tapered in the edges at the bottom as well. So, and the same thing, fold in half and trim. So yeah, there are my 3 surfboards. I think they look okay. At this point I'm questioning, do they look like surfboards? Will anyone looking at the layout know they are surfboards? But coupled with the surfboard photo and the wavy beach thing that I put down as well, I think it just about passes, so I think we're okay. You saw that I just distressed the edges of those there. I'm also going to sew around the edges with my sewing machine. I'll do that off camera because I don't have a sewing machine that I can put on film. There we go. I've skipped forwards now and they are sewn. Not that you can really see it, it's just white stitching on my sewing machine, so up close you can see, but far away like this, not so much. I have this piece of yellow paper left over from a previous layout, a strip there with the sunshines on it, so I've just done a wiggly line over it to kind of make it look like the beach. It doesn't go all the way to the edge of the paper. So I have to work out whether I'm happy with it kind of floating like that, whether I should put it right down to the bottom edge of the layout, or if I should do something else. And in the end I do something else. I use a border strip from the cut apart sheet, and you'll see what I do with that later. So okay, so now I have to figure out, I've got a rough idea of how my layout's going to look. I need to figure out if what ephemera pieces I can use. I love the idea of the camper vans and the cars because you need a lot of stuff when you go surfing. So we certainly took a whole carload of stuff with us. Yeah, it was so even though we don't have a camper van and we're not going camping, I figured that the little camper van was ideal for a surfing layout. The car didn't end up making it onto the layout in the end, but the camper van did. Okay, so I'm just going to get these bits stuck in place, get my surfboards in place, get my photo in place, and then I can continue to embellish from that point onwards. Okay, so you can see that I've skipped forwards a little bit here. Most of my items are stuck down, not necessarily all the embellishments, but I had a yellow star left over from a previous layout that I had die cut, so I've got that over on the right hand side. I've got some ephemera in place. I've got some chipboard pieces in place. My photo is stuck down. It's mounted onto a piece of blue paper, and then I wanted to add the Fun Times chipboard title from my from the chipboard set. I love the different colors in Alpha. It's really fun, so I wanted to use that, and the empty space at the top of my layout was perfect for that. I don't often have floating titles, but then I seem to have done on this one and on the first layout I made with this as well, so I seem to have done it twice recently. Yeah, I love how that looks. I should actually sew through it on my sewing machine, I think, because I worry that chipboard letters tend to fall off, and that's because the chipboard is not flexible and the background paper is, so therefore they can ping off, and that really frustrates me. So I either stick them down with glossy accents or I go through them on my sewing machine. So I might have to, I haven't done that, but I think I might. So here I am, having got all of those pieces stuck in place now. It's all looking quite coherent. I'm quite happy with how it's looking. I now wanted to add this grounded border at the bottom. Now my layout starts a bit up from the bottom of the layout. It's not anchored right to the very bottom, so I have this white area at the bottom, and I just felt that the sand needed grounding somewhat, so it didn't stretch to the right and left side of the layout. So I added that border sticker, it's not a sticker, sorry, the border strip from the cut apart sheet, and I think that does the job perfectly. I'm really happy with how that looks. So I'm just adding some phrase stickers from the accessory sticker sheet. I always enjoy adding phrase stickers. I think they work really well. So they say sunshine, happy snaps, and we were here. Above that I have the little ticket ephemera that says go wild. I have just added some chipboard stars. I've got the compass ephemera, the signpost ephemera, the adventure is out here piece that I cut from the cut apart, and then I'm just adding some of those fabulous puffy stars from the titles pack. I really love these titles. I love the dark colour. The titles are brilliant, and they're full of stars as well, so you know, what's not to love? It's just brilliant. I love stars. So just putting a few of those here, there and everywhere around the layout. Yeah, it's all coming together quite well. Just adding some finishing touches really. I'm going to add some sequins as well to make everything sparkle and shine. Just coming in with some of these little puffy stars as well, and circles. There's little compasses in these as well as some dots, and as well as more stars. So you know, the whole thing is just a fabulous pack of embellishments, really. Just really easy to use, great for little bits. I love my layouts to have little bits on them, not just all big items, so small ones as well, and the stars and the little dots are perfect for that. Plus adding some sequins in as well, and yeah, it's pretty much done. I haven't journaled on this layout because I have journaled on a previous layout about this this little surfing expedition that we went for, so it was great. So I kind of don't need to, they'll sit next to each other in my album, so other than the date, which will be added, because I definitely have to do that. I probably won't add any journaling onto here. I might do at some point, but anyway, yeah, so I also wanted to add my own title. I wanted to add Surfs Up. Now, there's no alphabet stickers in this collection, but I'm pleased to say that the heart and home mini puffy alphabet stickers go really well with this collection, and I just pulled out some of those letters in the kind of reddy pinky colours, and that's worked really well onto the yellow. So I've just added Surfs Up and an exclamation point, and I felt like I needed to add that. I've already used Fun Times as a title elsewhere, although obviously it's a different font, because I've used, this one is the different colours, and the other Fun Times layout that I used was for the black ones from the titles pack, but this way I was able to add my own title, or it's more of a subtitle, I suppose, that says Surfs Up. There we go, so that's all done. I'm just adding some splatters of black paint to finish things off completely. Just a few over the title and quite a few more over the two clusters on either side of the layout, and there we go, that is me done. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed seeing this layout come together. I loved making it. I love the surfboards, they're great fun. It's yeah, I love all the little embellishments. This collection was just perfect. So thank you so very much for joining me today. That was Nikki Rowland for Cocoa Vanilla Studio using the Great Escape collection.